Hello and welcome to NobleBears.tv. My name is Matt Lorenz and I'm here today with some great kids that are making a big difference and an impact on the Noble Bears program. Why don't you introduce yourselves if you don't mind?
Yeah, I'm Bre Henry. I'm a senior, and I've been an athletic trainer for 4 years with the football program.
That's awesome, Bre. Well, welcome to the NobleBears.tv
I'm so
program.
excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day. Tell us about your name.
My name is Eleanor. I'm also a senior, and I have been a part of the program for 3 years.
3 years and 4 years. So did you talk her into it maybe?
No, it was actually our other trainer, Nate. He really got her into it. So, but I'm really glad that she came because ever since then we've gotten really close and
Nate's a superstar, right?
He's been doing it forever. Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Doing it since, what, sixth grade?
Yeah.
Wow.
Middle school trainer.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's great. Well, I think the world of Nate and everything that he's done for the program, and he's just always there. Tell us about Coach Bates. She's your boss. She's the person in charge down there.
Yeah.
Tell us about her really quick, if you don't mind.
She's awesome. I love Rebecca.
Yeah, she came here. Our previous trainer, Kyle, he went to Southmore, so they hired Rebecca, Coach Bates, and she's awesome. She's awesome. We love her. She's taught us so much in the past year or two. It's been amazing getting to learn from her.
Yeah.
Have you seen a lot of changes between the two different trainers and their styles or
Definitely.
things like that
Absolutely.
that they do? So
Yeah, Rebecca has a lot of emphasis on like learning and teaching and making sure that we're able to do stuff for ourselves.
Yes, she's very hands-on. She if she teaches us something, she doesn't just let us sit there with the knowledge. She okay, go do it now.
Now this is how you need to apply it, kind of thing.
Yeah, totally. And then
was she a trainer like you girls were back in her day in school?
She was.
Yeah,
Where did she go to school at? Do you guys know?
Somewhere in Texas, right?
Texas football.
I think so. I'm
Interesting.
not really sure. But yeah, I know she used to do sports. I think she used to run cross country. I don't remember.
Awesome.
But she got injured. And that's how a lot of trainers get into it. They get injured in their sport and they still want to be involved.
Yeah.
So they start training, which isn't the case for us too, but that's a lot of it. So that's how she got into it. And ever since, and then she went to school for it, and that's what she's been doing ever since.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Well, what is the hardest part of your day when it comes to training itself?
I think it's usually just the rush. We have 2 rushes, like one when we get there at the beginning of 7th hour and then one at the beginning of 8th hour, and it just gets hectic. So we're trying to fill jugs and tape ankles, and there's only 4 of us, so not a lot of coverage there.
It's crazy. There will be 20 kids in there at one time. They all need something different. Rebecca's the only one, you know what I mean? If they have to talk to her, they kind of have to wait. There's stuff that we can do, but it's just one thing after another, and it gets kind of crazy in there sometimes.
Well, this is such good information. I can't wait to ask you more, but there's probably some girls and boys that are maybe at home and they're watching it right now that they're going to look at this and they're going to be like, man, I could do that whenever I get to the next level. When I get to maybe be a freshman or a sophomore or something like that. So it's encouraging to have you guys. I don't think the program can really make it. The boys certainly can't take care of themselves.
Oh, definitely not.
So it's good to have you guys down there. So, well, tell me some of the things that you do in the training room. Tell me, do you guys get a chance to tape, and do you get a chance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. I just taped an ankle right before I came over here.
Yeah. So we learned how to tape ankle. We do a whole lot of wound coverage. So obviously a bunch of the guys get turf burns all the time. Trevor had so many of them, and they have to get them wrapped up so they don't bleed again. We tape wrist. We buddy tape fingers, thumbs, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we stay busy.
It's a pretty physical sport, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, so your day-to-day, you come into the training room, it's real hectic, you start taping, you get water jugs filled up. What are some other responsibilities that you guys do? What about washing clothes and stuff like that afterwards or anything like that? I don't know. So you guys tell me everything you guys do.
We stay pretty much in the training room. We're not, clothes are more of the football managers.
Yeah, Reagan and Kaylee are the managers, and they do stuff with equipment, and they wash jerseys and
So they do
the
that then,
man bags, and they take care of that stuff, but we take care of primarily water and injuries is our main focus.
I gotcha. Well, everybody's got one, but tell me maybe who your favorite player is this year.
Oh, I love everybody, but Austin Tiener is our go-to.
Our number one.
Our number one. We follow him
you're
around. We
number
love
one
him.
fan, number 55.
We have shirts.
Yeah,
Hey.
we made shirts. We were going to bring him today, but he said he would get mad at us if we did. We made them. They say Tiener 55 on the back.
I love it.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. I had a chance to interview him and sit down with him. I think he was sitting right here, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm honored.
This is the cherry. What about a coach? Who's your favorite coach?
Oh, man.
Tyler Solomon threatened us if we didn't say it was
He said there was only
him.
one right answer.
He said there was one right answer to that.
Pretty scary guy, too, so I would.
I'm not afraid of him.
Big teddy bear, you think?
Yeah. But no, he does a lot for us, so.
I got you.
I
Well,
love all
he
of you guys
deserves the-
equally.
Yeah, all of you.
you're just trying to make sure not to get anything.
No, they're all going to see
against
this
you.
and they're going to be like, why didn't you
Why
say
did
me?
you say me? That's
Yeah.
right. Well, speaking of which, tell us about an arena theory.
Oh, we were
Is
so
that-
excited to
is
talk
that-
about
is-
this.
Okay, I've heard this about a rumor or something. What is an
yeah.
arena theory? Okay.
I'll set up the scene for you.
Okay.
So,
Please.
last year, COVID was going on and everything. So all the guys brought their individual bottles. So all the trainers and managers, we stayed on the sideline. We couldn't go out to the field like we normally do during practice.
That's
so
right.
we were all stuck together.
Well,
And we would just talk about the most random things every day. And I think it might have been Nate. I don't remember who came up
It
with
was
it. It was
Nate.
definitely Nate because he's so random. He was like, so if we put all of the football coaches into a Roman Coliseum, who would come out on top? And when I say that we have talked about this at least once a week for the past 2 years, I'm not joking. Like it's our favorite topic.
We have every aspect figured
Yeah,
out.
no, we've gone so into depth
so if
about
they
everything.
were like with swords and weapons, who comes out on top?
In a Roman, we have two scenarios. We have Roman Coliseum and we have the Hunger Games.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm with you.
so
All right.
Roman Coliseum.
Now, the Hunger Games is a lot of athletic. I mean,
Davidson comes out on top
Okay,
of that.
and I gotta
He's got
say,
the hunting skills.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we're
Yeah.
already done. Okay.
Yeah. It comes down to Jones and Davidson, and we said Jones only gets there because he hides out in a tree, and
Yeah.
nobody hears from him. Nobody hears from him, and then
Right.
Davidson eventually finds him.
Didn't we decide George goes first in both scenarios?
But George does go first in both scenarios.
All right. Well, Eleanor, what about the Hughes Nightmare that you've had recently? Tell us
So-
about this.
When Hughes first joined, he was very mysterious. You know, he did not talk to us or anything.
He was kind of a quiet guy.
He just kind of came out screaming at all of the guys with his cowboy hat on, and for some reason that really just imprinted on my brain. So for a couple nights there, I was having vivid nightmares of him screaming at me in his cowboy hat, like recurring vivid nightmares.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then Solomon made me tell him about it, and that was the scariest I've ever been.
Yeah, so she had to
Really?
tell Hughes she's been having nightmares about it.
Did he? I bet he's toned it down a little bit since he's been around you.
I don't know. He's still pretty mysterious. He gets onto us because he likes his water. He likes it like warm, and so we
Oh.
put ice in our water, and he's like, "Why is it cold?" And we're like,
It's hot out
"That's
here.
what you do."
Some people don't like cold water. I guess
Yeah.
it kind of hurts their teeth or whatever.
I guess so.
Well, have you had some, I don't know, maybe difficult experiences with other schools or random experiences with other schools since you guys have
Piedmont.
been down on the sidelines? So.
Yeah, me and Eleanor have something against Piedmont.
Everything bad
Oh.
happens at Piedmont.
Yeah, no, the past, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It just seemed like we went there and everything bad happened. So we were like, ever since then, we've been like, we're trying to start a rivalry against Piedmont.
That would be. I think they're going to outclass us here in a year or so. Meaning they're going to jump up to where we're 5A. I think they're going to jump up to 6A. But
They're a big school.
Yeah,
They're doing
really
that on
close.
purpose now that we're leaving. They can
Yeah.
move now. But they
Bre and
were
Elenor are
staying
gone and we
until
can
we
go out.
graduated to haunt us. They were making it.
Yeah,
purposeful.
well, I hear you. Well, let's go through a couple of questions really quick, and no right or wrong answer to any of these, but in the first one that just answers be just perfect. So it's rapid fire questions. Your favorite music genre?
I'm into 90s rock.
90s rock.
That's
Give
a
me
really
your
odd
favorite
answer.
90s rock band then.
I love Pearl Jam.
Pearl
Red Hot-
Jam, all
I
right.
love Pearl Jam. Number one Pearl Jam
I
fan.
love it. Favorite game day tradition that you have?
I like to stay in bed as long as possible before I have to get up. I
On a Friday, you just kind of like
I lay
veg.
there and I just kind of think about it, and then I'm like, I gotta get up. I love sleeping.
I think you're like with a lot of other players and trainers, but then Coach George calls practice at 10 a.m. It's just like, no,
I know,
I
it's
could
like,
go even longer here.
No, it's like our one day we really get to sleep, or we should be able to get to sleep in, and we gotta get up, go to walk through.
Great game day tradition. What about you? I want to know your answer on this one.
Oh, I like to go get on-cue coffee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It's so random.
I don't know
It is
why.
random. That's good. But everybody has. You know what Coach George's is?
What?
He gets a haircut every single Friday. And he said, me, a haircut. But I get it every single Friday.
That's what I was just
I got that on video.
I didn't want to say
I was
it,
trying
but
to
I was
figure
like,
out
what is he?
how that works.
he
Okay,
getting
here's
cut?
one more. He says every game he has to have new socks.
That's weird.
The day he told me that, I ran to the store and I got him some football socks. One's got footballs on it, the other one's got goalposts on it and stuff. So just in case he gets to the game, he doesn't
Yeah. And he
have
forgets
socks.
them.
So now that you're a trainer and I've passed that information on to you, now
Yes.
you know, and you must let that go forward. You have to tell
Yes.
the next trainer.
should-
No, we'll get him some
Put it
when
on
we
the board.
graduate,
Don't
and then
you
we'll
dare go
we'll
to
tell
a game
the next,
without socks. That's right.
We'll
And
tell the next generation of
if
trainers.
he's freaking out on the sideline, go, Coach, looks like you got a haircut. You got new socks.
Sock check.
He forgot him. He'll just take his headset off and slam it on the ground and be like, "Dang it! I got my socks! I got my socks!"
Funniest player on the team.
I think Kane Dominie's really funny.
Kane Dominique cracks me up. That or Barrett.
I got you.
They
Barrett
just
can always
they make
make
those comments, you know.
No, it's just the most random thing, and they
Yeah.
just say something funny, and I'm like, that was so odd,
Like,
but
where
it's
did
always
that come
funny.
from?
It's random.
If you could play any position on the field, which one would it be?
Quarterback.
QB.
Okay, I've always said quarterback. I make a joke with Colin Fisher that I could easily take his spot, but I think that I'd be on the line. I would take somebody down.
Yeah. Quarterback, take somebody down.
Yeah.
Quarterback in the span of 5 yards, because that's my throwing distance. We could only run 5 yards.
You're
She
late.
likes
Outs.
the idea of it, but the
Also, I can't catch
reality
snaps.
isn't.
I figured that out at practice. I almost broke a rib.
So really, we shouldn't play, but in theory, I guess.
If I had
What
to.
about Powder Puff? You guys going to play it this year?
I'm so scared of Powder Puff. The twins and Caden ask me every year, and I'm like,
No.
no.
Yeah.
I'm
Bryson told me to
terrified.
play this year, and I was like,
I'm scared of those girls. They're all
Yeah.
of them are so serious about it. I hear them talking
Yeah.
about it. I'm like, I don't want to be involved in that.
Bryson broke a whiteboard.
Yeah,
last
and the
time.
boys get mad about it, and I'm like, I'm not putting myself in that situation voluntarily.
When you see these boys take hits and punishment on the field, I mean, tell me your like gut feeling. Do you think? I mean, oh my gosh, how do they do it? I mean, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I think it's always just like every time I see one of them get tackled, it's just like a
Yeah.
gut feeling, and I'm just like, you like get
Especially
up. Like,
if they're laying there for a second, I'm like, oh no.
Please get up.
like,
Yeah, no, they'll get up in like 3 seconds, but like since we're so
Yeah.
like conditioned to like seeing somebody get down and we're like,
it's just like
we're hyper aware
like
of
a
it.
3-second
So
state of panic.
yeah,
And
so
you're
we're just
like,
sitting there like,
Yeah.
when I see Colin Fisher get sacked, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah. No, I
That's scary.
totally get it. I've been involved in the game for a long time, and probably the scariest I've ever seen is Baylor Buell go down on the field. Do you remember Baylor?
Yeah, he graduated the year before my freshman year.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
Probably,
think
probably so. Not
2
too
years.
long ago.
Yeah.
But he was down on the field, and I was working at the fire department and had to come out on the field with a stretcher, pull him off the field. We had to leave his helmet on because you guys are trained, right, about this. If you got a neck injury, leave the helmet
Yeah,
on.
you don't mess with them.
Yeah, don't try to take the helmet off. And we had to leave the helmet on, take him to the hospital, all that stuff. I was scared. I was scared for him.
scary.
You know. Luckily, everything worked out great for him. But anyway, I hope nothing like that ever happens in your career. Well,
Yeah.
are you guys looking to? I'm kind of jumping off base. Are you guys looking to carry this onto the college level?
If I were to continue it on, I definitely want to go all the way to the NFL and
Nice.
make a career out of
No,
it.
totally. I think
Sweet.
that would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh
my
At least
goodness.
in college, maybe
Yeah.
even keep going. But no, it's so much fun that I would totally keep going if I could.
Man, that is so cool to hear. I can't wait. Maybe one day we get to see you guys on the sideline.
Hope so.
I hope
Yeah,
so too.
Yeah, that actually gets me pretty fired up about your desires into maybe see that move forward. So,
Yeah.
where are you gonna go to school?
I want to go to OU. Stay close
Nice.
to home.
What about you, sis?
OU.
OU as well.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So, which coach or player is the scariest one on game day? When it's game day, which coach is the scariest player?
I don't want to get in George's way on
Yeah, no,
game day.
it's because he just gets, he
Yeah.
kind of does this thing where he doesn't really say any words. It's more of just like, and then he takes his headset, he throws
He's always
it.
walking in circles too.
Yeah, he just goes back and forth. It's just stay
Yeah.
out of his way.
Yeah, no doubt. What about
Travis.
player?
Ooh.
I think we were talking about how scary, or Bryson
Bryson scares me on game day.
because he kind of just stares at you,
He
but
just
has
goes to a
no
different place.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just kind of looks at you, but I don't think he sees you.
There's a competitive mode that sits inside of each
Oh,
and every
yeah.
one of
Oh,
us,
yeah.
and Coach George goes through that, and I know it sounds like Crawley does too. So it's pretty cool. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool that that's what they're about.
Okay, get all your coverage here at noblebears.tv.
Can I just go? Bears.
Yeah,
Bears.
just go Bears.
Bears.
Go one time, right at the camera.
Wait, do I
You
get
got
all your
it.
coverage here? Is that what I'm saying? Get all your coverage here on noblebears.tv.
Yeah, good job.
I had to
Eleanor.
check to make sure.